Okay, Marcos, we're gonna do a demonstration for you here of printing on the new material that we have. This is the new material cut in 2-inch rolls that we have here. As you can see, there's a shiny side on the material and a dull side on the material. The shiny side has to be up, facing upwards when you print with the printer. And we're going to put it on the roll here. The shiny side is also what's going to go against the window. So we're going to print in what's called mirror image on this 2-inch material in landscape mode, which means it's going to be up and down the printing so that we can have a longer image like you have in Brazil. And that's why we use the 2-inch rolls for you. We're going to slip this into the printer here. Feed the stencil material through, and there are 2 guides here that we use to hold the paper in place. We'll just snug those up, and that will be good. And now we can close this top latch, which gives us a green light saying we're ready to print now. All right, so we'll close the lid. Go to the computer now, and as you can see, we're in your application here. We've already picked a font and put the VIN number in, and now we're going to go ahead and print that. Click print. Make sure that you have the Godex printer chosen and that it's on landscape mode. You can see that our VIN looks appropriate there. And we'll click 4 copies or however many copies you want and click print. And as you can see, it's printing out. And we're going to just feed a little extra through and cut it off here. And as you can see, on the shiny side, you can see the image quite well, but it's backwards because we're in mirror image mode. We're going to be turning this around and putting this on the glass with the shiny side on the glass. And once we do that application, you'll be able to see the image very clearly.
All right, so Marcos, the next step will be to cut our images, cut our stencils in between the VINs. We're just going to chop this into pieces. And we are looking at the possibility of using printers that have cutter mechanisms, but this material is so thin that we're not sure that's going to be workable. So we're going to take these down to the vehicle now and do an etch. All right. Okay, Marcos, so I've got one of the stencils in my hand, and I'm looking at it to make sure I have it right side up, and I can tell by looking at the shiny side, even though it is a reverse image and we're applying this up against the glass, I can see that it's right side up. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'll be applying it to the glass like so. But first, I'm going to give it a quick spray of water, just a quick spray. Give it a shake to get rid of excess water. Again, looking at my image, and I can see it very clearly once I get water on there. I'm going to apply it to the glass. And I'm going to smooth it out with my finger. Get rid of all the bubbles. And I'm just going to let it sit there a little bit. Normally what I would do is go to the next window and apply the stencil there. And then when I'm all done applying stencils, I'd come back around to this one and apply etch cream. In our case, we're going to just etch one window. And so we'll let it dry for just a moment here. It's fine. I'm going to apply etch cream. And it's very easy to see the image, exactly where I need to put the etch cream. We can leave it on there. We're going to leave it on there for about 4 minutes. That seems to be a good etch time. So we'll pause here and we'll come back in just a moment and show you the final etch. All right, we're going to pull this stencil off. It's been about 4 minutes, and we're going to give it a quick spray with our water and a swipe with a paper towel.
And that's a nice image.